Alright, well, I accidentally deleted my first video of me starting the pit up, but tonight I have this is a grass-fed tri-tip, so it's going to cook a little different. You can see it's really, really lean. That's because of it being grass-fed, no corn, no fat. So, anyways, I'm going to go put this out on the pit barrel and see what happens. Do a little different setup. I will go outside and I'll show you what I did wrong last time and what I'm going to do this time. Not necessarily what I did wrong, but just how I can bring it down to the lower temperatures that I'm looking for. So, what I had done last night when I cooked is I had ran the wires for my Maverick. One was run through the hole, and the other one was run over the top of the barrel. So when I put the lid on, it wasn't quite sealed. The other thing that I had done is I had ran. Or I didn't put the rebar in to hang the meat on because I was using the grill. So the problem with that is when you have more airflow, it means you're going to get more heat. So I was seeing some pretty high grate temps around 400, and it should be lower, like 270 to 325. The beauty about the pit barrel cooker though is you don't have to worry about that. People are often worried about temperatures, and this you will learn that it really doesn't matter what temperature, as long as it's good even heat, which this thing does, then it turns out awesome. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and dump these coals in, these briquettes. They're ready to go. It's been about 20 minutes and we'll get that tri-tip on and get it cooking. So this time I am not going to use the grill grate. I put the rods in, as you can see. I've already poured my charcoal. It did a little easier if you watch the pit barrel cooker video. So anyways, I poured the coals in, and if you watch the pit barrel cooker videos, you can see how he pours evenly on either side. So that's what I did this time. Worked a little bit better. So I got the rods into place. I got my probes ran appropriately, and I'm going to go ahead inside and get the meat. We got a pan up, ignore the mess in the backyard. A brush fire broke out about a mile from the house. There's been a what they call a VLAT, very large air tanker, circling. The guy's going to about drop some Phos-Chek on the ground. So sorry, a little sidebar, but since that is my other business is firefighting, I get a little sidetracked, especially when we see smoke in the air. So anyways, let me go get the meat and we'll throw it on. Okay, so I got the pit barrel cooker all loaded up. So I put the food temp probe in the meat before I put it in the grill, or in the cooker, and then I turn around so you can see I got the meat hanging there. My wife says it's very primitive, very simple. Kind of ironic because right here on the other side we got salmon going on the Memphis Elite. That's going to be some good stuff too. But yeah, quite a difference. You got the pit barrel cooker, which we got for $250 right now. About as simple as you can get, and about as inexpensive as you can get as far as what we carry in our shop. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you got the Memphis Elite, which is about as complicated and computerized as it gets, and about as expensive as it gets. So anyways, a little side note, sorry, gotta keep it somewhat entertaining. So here we go, tri-tip, it's gonna be good. Okay, so the food temperature probe went off. The Maverick had it set for 140, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got. Well, it looks pretty darn good. A nice little char on the outside, not too done. I mean, it looks perfect. So anyhow, I'm going to use the little included hook holder thingamabobber, the hook handle. And go ahead and pick this up and pull it out and see if I can get the meat probe at the same time. Maybe not. Alright, so there we go. There we have it. I'll go ahead and let this guy rest for about 20 minutes and I'll slice it up. So there we have it. Sorry the lighting isn't better, but that's the meat off the grill. It looks pretty good. Got a nice crust on the outside. Not as good as you would get with a non-grass-fed cow, just because there's hardly any fat on this, but I bet this is still going to be really, really good. So it's perfectly cooked. No char. Get the hook out of here. Okay, so I just cut it. It looks a little bit more pink than what it really is. It just has to do with the light overhead, but really juicy. Try a piece. It's super tender. Really good. Outstanding flavor. See a slight hint of a smoke ring around it. Got that nice little outline. So, pit barrel cooker, hanging the tri-tip. Pretty good stuff. Try it out yourself.